This is my favorite kind of facial. It is the syrup steam bath. Actually, it's technically sap. And this is my syrup making sap teacher. This is Scott. Scott, you've been making syrup for how long now?
About 12 years out here.
Okay. And you're a volunteer here at Maybury Farms and you're a teacher full-time, right?
Yep. I'm a science teacher at Northville.
That's so cool. I love that. So the science of turning sap into syrup, that's what we're talking about today. What am I holding in this bucket and what do I need to do with it?
So you have sap that we collected yesterday with my students, and you're going to pour it into the far side over there in the corner and let it go through the evaporator.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to walk around it. I'm going to give you guys a look at what is in this bucket because it looks a lot like water, but this is, it is sap. It's clear though, and I'm going to pour it into this thing. Alrighty. I don't want to waste it. Okay, there we go. Well, the sap is heavy. That's really weird because when I poured it, I could definitely feel the bucket getting a lot lighter, and I know that's what happens when you pour anything out. But the sap is heavier than water, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it is. A 5-gallon bucket weighs close to 50 pounds.
Wow.
It's about 2% sugar, and then there's hormones, salts, and proteins in there as well. So
Okay.
it's more than just water.
Now, how does this thing work? It looks like there's racing tracks. Like if you're, at a horse racing event, it looks like there's stalls.
It does. There's 2 dividers that give us 3 raceways. There's a hole down here, a hole here, and it gets pushed through based on density.
Okay.
What you just put in is less dense than what we've been cooking because we've evaporated off the water and it's concentrated the sugars.
Okay, can you
So
show
it's like
us?
oil and water. So here's what you just put in, and
Yeah.
so it's clear. It looks just like water. It tastes pretty much just like water.
Okay, it doesn't even have much of a taste then.
No,
to
it
either.
doesn't. And then down here, it's early still.
Oh, but
So
that doesn't look like water anymore.
It's starting to get a golden color, and it'll start to taste sweet, and you can probably smell a little sweetness from the steam coming off.
Once you have the sap and you begin the process, how long does it take to turn the sap into syrup?
Well, on this little hobby evaporator here, it would take 10 hours to turn 40 gallons into 1 gallon of syrup.
Okay, do you need to watch it the whole time?
Yeah, you end up watching a lot of it.
That's
You get a little
10 hours of watching sap turn to syrup. That's, I guess, meditative, right?
Well, you get a little better at timing, but you're always worried about it burning.
Yeah.
Because you want to keep the sap as low as possible.
Okay.
If I have 3 inches of sap in there, I have to heat all 3 inches to the boiling point, and so it's going to slow it down.
And I saw you putting wood or something in here, so this is like you have to feed the fire.
Yeah, we have to feed the fire. We want to keep it going.
Yeah, you
And
can
so
see there's flame. So it's actually a wood-burning stove, so that's probably another reason you need to tend to it to make sure that the fire continues to be stoked.
We want it to be as hot as possible. That's going to cut down our time. 10 hours is long enough. We don't need that to become 14.
I love it. So when people come here on the tour, they can actually see how syrup is made.
Yeah, today's going to be a great day because it's going to be warm, and so they'll be able to taste it right out of the tree. They'll see it coming out. Taste it there. They'll help collect. They'll bring it back. And later on today, they'll get to taste it.
That is so cool. Now, we did ask a question off camera that I think is worth asking on camera. When we're tapping the tree and we're taking the sap, does that hurt the trees?
Well, we're only going to take what the tree will allow us to take. We don't want to harm the tree, so we're going to take excess. So the number of spiles that goes in depends on the size of the tree. Once we get to a 10-inch diameter, then we can put 1 spile in. When we get to around 17 or 18, we can put a second one in. But we want to make sure that the tree has enough to be healthy.
Okay, and then it'll make more every
so
year.
we
Awesome.
can tap those over and over and over.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Scott. Maybury Farms, it is open today. It is open tomorrow. There are tours all throughout the day. You can come meet Scott, learn how to turn the sap into syrup from the tree to your table. Coming up, we'll show you if maybe you don't have quite the skills or the 10 hours to wait to make it yourself. They do have an incredible gift shop. We'll be taking a look inside coming up. Back to you.